will translate? Do we need translation? Does everybody speak English here?
מישהו צריך תרגום?
זה בסדר, מישהו צריך.
No need to translate?
אני לא צריך לדבר, פה זה יכול לעזור.
אז אם תוך כדי, אז תגידי באחד בשביל מישהו שלא
נדבר
כן, בואו ננסה.
אולי נפתח את הדלת למטה?
סופית? זה יעזור, כי הם לא יודעים שהדלת פתוחה.
אז אפשר פשוט ללחוץ אותה עד הסוף ו...
לא, אני אשאיר אותה פתוחה.
לא, אני אראות פה כמה דקות עד ש... תקראי.
Still thinking.
No, don't think, just something will come out.
שימו את כל הציודים בחדר הראשון. ערב טוב לכולם. שמי אלון, או מפמה בשם הדרמה שלי. ברוכים הבאים לגומפה שנקראת שיבחר, חדר תרגול מדיטציה. עשו לי הפתעה, אמרו לי שאני צריך להעביר שיעור של 10 דקות, רבע שעה לפני שהמורה מדבר. אז זה הפתעה. אז אמר לי, תזרום ממה שבא לך. I like cooking, so I talk about cooking.
Cooking dharma.
Cooking dharma, okay. We start with the rice and then we... First you need garlic. נמצא איתנו זן מאסטר ובונג. יעל מקבוצת הדרמה של הקוריאנים, מספר עליו קצת, כי אני יותר בור בזה.
So I'll give a little few words about you. זן מאסטר בונג בעצם אחד המורים הבכירים בבית ספר שאנחנו מתרגלים בו, הקואנום זן סקול. כעיקרון הוא הגיע מפולין, אחרי זה עבר לארצות הברית, תרגל שם כמה שנים. בארצות הברית בעצם נמצא בית ספר המרכזי, ששם הגיע גם המורה המייסד. מארצות הברית הוא עבר לפריז לכמה שנים, ובשנה האחרונה הוא פרש מהחיים שלו בתור עולי, אדם נשוי, משפחה, ונהיה נזיר. כרגע הוא נמצא בקוריאה, גר בקוריאה ומתרגל שם במנזרים שם. הוא הגיידינג טיצ'ר שלנו עד עכשיו, זאת אומרת המורה האחראי שלנו, הוא מגיע לארץ כל שנה, הוא מעביר ריטריטים. זהו, ועכשיו הוא הגיע לארץ כעיקרון גם ללמד, אבל גם יש לנו סוף שבוע הבא סדנה של 3 ימים בנצרת. אם תרצו לדעת עוד פרטים עליה, אז נשמח לתת לכם. זהו, כעיקרון. חוזר עליך.
Okay. Can I teach them Hebrew?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to translate?
Hmm?
You want to translate?
לא, כעיקרון מה? לתרגם לא? אני יכולה לתרגם.
I'm going to talk about the common fault for Buddhism that is in the formal rituals. Maybe making the introduction and then to talk about ignorance. And then don't know if you think about ignorance. Okay. טוב, אז... תעבירו לפה קריות רק.
קריות אחרות. אפשר לשאול שם מפילות, מפילה שם. תחפו שם.
מקליט? יש נקודה דומה?
No, it's you.
No, it just... We heard that we have fresh cookies.
Home cooks. Lord,
This is for you.
thank you.
טוב, ביקשתי מהמורה לעשות שיחה על הדברים שבעצם הם משותפים לכל הזרמים של הבודהיזם. אני לצורך העניין תלמיד בזרם הטיבטי, מחולק ל4 זרמים, בזרם שנקרא גולוקפה, אבל אני משתדל לתרגל בודהיזם ישראלי, נקרא לזה ככה משהו מתאים. אז מה משותף לכל הזרמים של הבודהיזם? זה הסיפור של ההתעוררות של אותו אדם שקראו לו בודה, וההרצאה הראשונה שהוא נתן לחברים שלו שתרגלו אותו במשך שנים, שנקרא ארבע האמיתות הנאצלות. אוקיי? יש פה מישהו שלא שמע על ארבע האמיתות הנאצלות? 1, 2, אוקיי, 3, אוקיי. I asked who didn't heard about the Four Noble Truths. So, if you all heard about it, we just test you now. Exam. אוקיי, אז על מה הוא הרצה? מה הייתה ההרצאה הראשונה שלו? אוקיי? בודה, סידרתה גואטמה שקימוני, שהוא היה נסיך, הוא היה סוג של פסיכולוג, הוא היה truth seeker, חיפש אחר האמת. חיפש מה מציק לו כל בני האדם. ואחרי תקופה ארוכה של תרגול, ביקש וביקור אצל מיטב המורים, הוא הגיע למסקנה. מה מציק לכל בני האדם? מה שמשותף לכל בני האדם שכולם לא מסופקים. אוקיי? מה שמשותף לכל בני האדם שכולם חווים סוג של תסכול בכל מיני רמות, אם הן גסות או אם הן עדינות. ועל זה הוא דיבר בארבע האמיתות הנאצלות. כמו רופא, הוא אמר מה הבעיה של המין האנושי, מה המקור של הבעיה של המין האנושי, הוא אמר אם אפשר לפתור את זה או אי אפשר לפתור את זה, ודבר רביעי, מכיוון שבפרק השלישי הוא אמר שאפשר לפתור את זה, בפרק הרביעי הוא מספר לנו איך אפשר לפתור את זה. פרק ראשון. פרק ראשון הוא מדבר על הדוקה. דוקה זה סבל. ברוב המקומות זה יופיע לכם בתור סבל. ברוב המקומות זה יופיע בתור סבל, אבל הפירוש היותר נכון זה אי סיפוק. אוקיי? אי סיפוק. למרות שברוב הספרים זה יופיע בתור ספר. עכשיו הוא אמר, כולנו חווים כל מיני רמות של אי סיפוק, וזה מה משותף לכל בני האדם. אוקיי? אם תחפשו תמיד מה משותף בין כולנו, כולנו נולדים, כולנו סובלים וכולנו מתים. יש מישהו שמתנגד לזה? לא. אוקיי. הטיבטים אומרים, Tibetan are saying there are 3 kinds of suffering. The first suffer is suffer of suffer. הכוונה, הסבל, the suffer of pain, the suffer that we can feel. It's an obvious suffer. Sometimes we call it the suffer of misery. כן, נשתדל חצי ככה, בסדר.
הוא יודע את החומר, אתה יכול לדבר
כן.
He's saying you know the material already, so...
The second suffer is the suffer of change. קשה לנו לקבל את השינוי שכל מה קורה בתוכנו, אצל אחרים, בתודעה שלנו. הסבל השלישי זה הסבל השואה בכל.
סבל החדור.
סבל השואה שנמצא בכל דבר, מכיוון שכאשר אנחנו מתבוננים במציאות, אנחנו מתבוננים דרך מסך של בורות. אוקיי? תכף נגיע לזה. מישהו פה לא סובל. האמת השנייה, פרק 2. מה גורם לסבל האנושי? The origin of suffer. This is simple. The origin of suffer is ignorance. אוקיי? בורות. תפיסת מציאות לא כפי אנחנו תופסים את המציאות לא כפי שהיא באמת. אוקיי? ולכן בתרגולים של המדיטציה אנחנו נשתדל להגיע לחוויה ישירה של מי אמר מציאות? כל הכבוד. סוף שבוע בגדר. ננסה להגיע לחוויה ישירה של המציאות. לחתוך דרך כל התפיסות השגויות. המקור של כל הסבל זה בורות. ובורות יוצרת לנו תודעה דואלית, יוצרת אני ואתם, בגלל שאני תופס את המציאות בצורה לא נכונה. אני ואתם יוצר, זה כבר ההתחלה של הבורות. וברגע שיש אני נפרד מכם, אני תופס את עצמי כישות עצמאית. אוקיי? ואז אני לא מבין את עיקרון הריקות, האמפטינס, העיקרון שאומר שום דבר ביקום הזה איננו נטול קיום תלותי. או בעברית, כל דבר ביקום תלוי באינסוף דברים אחרים. כל תוצאה יש לה אינסוף סיבות. כולם מסכימים עם זה? אנחנו מסכימים עם זה בהיגיון, לא כל כך מקבלים את זה בתחושה או בתפיסה היומיומית. נשמע לנו הגיוני כאנשים בוגרים, אבל קשה לנו לקבל את זה באמת. ברגע שיש לי תפיסה דואלית, אני כבר, ויש אני ואתם, יש שלי ושלכם, אני גם מתחיל לכעוס על כאשר אני לא מקבל דברים כמו שאני רוצה, או שאני מקבל דברים שאני לא רוצה. זה גם מהות הסבל האנושי, נכון? When we get what we don't want and we don't get what we want. This is the origin of suffering, right? It's happened to me all the time. אז בורות מייצרת הצמדות, attachment, ו-attachment מייצר כעס, anger. זה שלושת הרעלים. אם תלכו לתאילנד ותראו פסל של בודה יושב ושלוש נערות רוקדות ערומות לפניו, זה שלוש הבנות המפתות של אל השאול, שהן כעס, הצמדות ובורות. הן מנסות לפתות אותו, אבל לא מנסות רק לפתות אותו, הן מנסות לפתות את כו. יפה מאוד. ואז אנחנו שואלים את הפסיכולוג הזה, סידרתה גואטמשה קימוני, תגיד, אז מה אתה אומר, אפשר להיפטר מהכעס? או מהבורות? אז הוא אומר לכם, או מהסבל, סליחה, הוא אומר, כן, דרך פעולות מסוימות. אוקיי? הוא מדבר איתכם על קרמה. אוקיי? קרמה זה חוק הסיבה והתוצאה. קרמה זה משהו חקלאי. כולם מבינים קצת בחקלאות? It's all about agriculture when you're talking about karma, right?
Is it?
Yeah. It's like a tree. Yeah. If we put the seed in the ground, and it's becoming a tree, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. If I will really know that I have a little statue of myself here. So, יש 4 דברים מאפיינים את הקרמה. הקרמה היא ודאית. אוקיי? אנחנו קוצרים מה שאנחנו שותלים. הקרמה מתרחבת, זרע אחד של עץ ייצור עץ עם הרבה מאוד פירות. נכון? אנחנו יודעים שגם אם אני לא רואה את הזרע של הקרמה, אני לא רואה את הזרע של הסיבה, זה לא אומר שהוא לא קיים, וזה לא אומר שלא תיווצר תוצאה. נכון? והדבר הרביעי, אם אני רוצה להשיג משהו בחיים האלו, אני חייב להתחיל להפעיל משהו. זאת אומרת, אני חייב לזרוע זרע בשביל לקצור. עכשיו, זרע של לימון תמיד נותן עץ של לימון. seed of a lemon, always give a lemon tree. So far, okay? So, if we plant a seed of ignorance, אנחנו נקצור tree of ignorance, tree of suffer. והפוך. אוקיי? והדבר הרביעי שהוא אומר, הוא נותן 8 תרופות. 8 medicines, איך להיפטר מהסבל האנושי. ואז הוא מדבר איתכם על ככה. קודם כל, אז הוא אומר, אפשר להיפטר מהסבל. ואז הוא אומר ככה. ואנחנו זוכרים שלהיפטר מהסבל שלנו, אנחנו צריכים להיפטר מהבורות. נכון? הכי חשוב, ignorance. פויה ignorance. ואז אני צריך... יש 8 תרופות שהבודה נותן לנו. הראשון זה הבנה נכונה. right understanding. מה להבין? להבין שאנחנו נמצאים בבורות. אוקיי? יש איזה חורשה בירושלים. יש פה ירושלמים? מרגיש פה סטנדאפיסט. יש ירושלמים? אין לי. יש איזה חורשה. יש הרבה בדיחות על זה, אבל לא בדרמה. יש חורשה בירושלים שכתוב שם זהירות בורות. והלכתי עם המורה גשם במדורג'ה ואמרנו לו, כתוב פה be careful ignorance. אז קודם כל אני צריך להבין שאני נמצא בבורות. I need to understand that I'm suffering for ignorance. דבר שני, אני צריך כוונה, right intention או right motivation. אני צריך לפתח מוטיבציה להיפטר מהבורות ומהרגשות השליליים שלי, נכון? הרגשות שליליים שכל הזמן אוכלים אותי ומפריעים לי, שזה כעס, זה קנאה, זה גאווה, זה יהירות ולא חסר, תודעה תחרותית וכו' וכו'. לכולם יש? יופי. מישהו אין לו? אחרי זה, לאחר מכן הוא אומר, תשמעו, בואו אני אעזור לכם. יש 5 פעולות שכדאי לכם להימנע, יהיה לכם יותר שקט בראש. הוא אומר, תשתדלו לא להרוג, תשתדלו לא. תשתדלו לא. תשתדלו לא. I'm testing them. תשתדלו לא. לצרוך אלכוהול וסמים, ותשתדלו לא לקיים יחסי מין לא הוגנים. אוקיי? אני לא ארחיב כל דבר. 5 precepts. הדבר הרביעי, עוד פעם הוא אומר לכם דיבור נכון, right speech, זה אומר לא לשקר, לא לרחל, לא לפצל, לא להעלל את עצמנו על חשבון אחרים וכו' וכו' וכו'. הדבר החמישי אומר מחיה נכונה, right livinghood. זאת אומרת, הכסף שאני מרוויח ביום יום, את הפרנסה שלי, לא קשורה לפרנסה הזאת סבל של אנשים אחרים או חיות אחרות. תחשבו כמה מאיתנו כן נמצאים בפרנסות כאלה. זאת אומרת, אני משתדל לא לזהם, אני משתדל לא לרצוח, אני משתדל לא לגנוב, לא להבטיח הבטחות. נכון? זה רק 99 שקלים בחודש אם יחזר אם אתה מדבר מעל 500 זה. אוקיי? להשתדל, אנחנו בעיסוק נכון. הדבר השישי, יש לנו מאמץ נכון. כל דבר שאני רוצה להשיג, אני צריך להפעיל מאמץ לא יותר מדי, לא פחות מדי. זה בקצרה. הדבר השביעי זה ריכוז נכון, אוקיי? מן הסתם, בשביל להשיג דברים בחיים אנחנו צריכים להיות ממוקדים, גם בשביל לבחון את התודעה שלנו בתרגול של הזזן או הוויפסנה, אנחנו צריכים להיות ממוקדים ומרוכזים, לא יזיק לאף אחד, תשתדלו. והדבר השמיני זה מודעות נכונה, או מדיטציה נכונה, או איך שלא תקראו לזה. להיות ער לכל הדברים שסביבי, להיות ער לפה ועכשיו. אחד הדברים שהכי קוסם לי באמת בזן הקוריאני זה הדגש הרב על ה-don't know, תודעת ה-don't know. אוקיי? אם אני מתחיל עם זה שאני יודע שאני נמצא בבורות, אז לפחות אני לא צריך לקשקש לכולם ולהראות לכולם כמה אני באמת שם. אוקיי? אני מאמין שבתרגול, אדם שמתרגל מדיטציה, אז קודם כל הוא מבין שבגלל שהסבל שלו נובע מבורות, אז הוא לא צריך לשתף יותר מדי את האחרים בזה. וזו תודעה שצריכה ללוות אותי, שבאמת לשמור על מקום של ענווה, שאני באמת אין לי תשובות. אין לי ממש תשובות. ואני בתהליך של חיפוש, וזה בסדר. זה בסדר להיות במקום של אין לי תשובות. ואם אנשים נורא רוצים תשובות ממני, הם צריכים לדעת ולקבל אותי שלא תמיד יש לי. תגידו לי, אבל אתה מתרגל מדיטציה. מצוין. אז זה דווקא מראה שאני במקום שאני לא חייב לאף אחד תשובות על שום דבר. אלא אם כן אתם במשטרה וזה, וחוקרים ויש פנס כזה, אבל לא חייב תשובות לאף אחד. כי אני עדיין מחפש. זהו, rest my case.
אוקיי.
תודה רבה.
Thank you. So, he talked about fundamental truth. He talked how suffering originates. He also talked how to get rid of it, yeah, the Eightfold Path.
Yes.
So now you have all the basics. Actually, I don't need to say anything. So anyway, does anybody have any questions?
You want to talk to the mic?
It's a small room, not necessary. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So, any questions? This is your meeting, you know, so it's up to you. What we're going to talk about. Well, no questions. It's interesting, yeah.
I have read a little bit about you. Can I ask you a personal question?
You can ask.
I read that you learned mathematics and real estate. And how you deal with this? I don't know how to say this part of your thinking, your brain, with the comparing to the Buddhism and the way you teach. How it combines?
Well, I never thought about combining or not combining. So my formal training was in mathematics, but I never worked in mathematics. Instead, I went into the business world, but I also was practicing. So my business life actually revolved around my Dharma activity, around practice, not the other way.
It's like you neglect your way of thinking in the past and have a new way of thinking?
No, because he already talked about karma. What karma means is there's a natural process. Okay? So that I'm sitting here in front of you right now, that's also part of natural process, and part of this natural process was my training in mathematics, my business life, etc., etc. So now here we are in this room together talking about Dharma. So you cannot, it's not a matter of neglect or not neglect. Anyway, whatever you do, that's part of this natural process. Okay? As he said, it's like planting seeds. So your future is actually, you can find in this moment. Because right now, you're planting seeds for your future. But this moment itself is product already of seeds planted maybe long time ago. Yeah. So if you look around, you see this in nature, everywhere. It's nothing very mystical or special. If you do something, for example, you said plant a tree, yeah, it doesn't sprout right away, but conditions, correct conditions have to appear, then something appears from the seed. Yeah? So same way in our life. We do something, we may not see the result of it tomorrow or the day after, or maybe even in this lifetime, but someday the results will come. Because correct conditions will appear, then boom, something appears. if you understand that, if you can believe that, really believe that, that itself can revolutionize your life completely. Yeah. Because that means you are really responsible. It's not your life, it's not society that's responsible, not your parents, not God, not Buddha, not any teacher. You are responsible. So, any other question?
Maybe about the emphasis of karma in the Korean Zen. In the practice, do you talk about it, or do you consider it a lot, or just there?
There's, yeah, no, it's not something to dwell upon. It's just something you can see how it works in nature. You can recognize that it seems to work, and we are also part of nature, so why should it not apply to us as well? So, no, it's not something we talk a lot about, because our practice is not about trying to make good karma or getting some good result for ourselves, but rather our practicing direction means helping others. So this is not such an important element, but I think on an individual basis it's very important for everybody to realize that there is this kind of process. It's almost mechanical. Yeah, it's law of nature, and we are part of that. So we have to take responsibility for our actions, and that I think is important. That's maybe first step towards some kind of self-realization, is to accept this responsibility.
So everything that happened to me is because of karma, right? I'm sitting here because of my karma.
Mm-hmm.
So all the causes for my past bring it that I'm sitting here. So all the causes from the past also causes the mind that I have, all the thoughts that I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if I close my eyes trying to do some concentration meditation, and all the thoughts are coming and lots of rah 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 rah, this is also karma. This is the fruit, right, of the my past thought, right? So, in which point, in this moment, when I'm practicing, in which point can I really make the change? Because my next thought is also a product of a karma from from last year or last 10 years.
Yeah,
So
I get your point. You know,
where's the change?
we talk about Buddha, so first let me sort of work from another side. We talk about Buddha. The word Buddha means awakened. And actually, I was born in Poland, in Polish language. To awaken, budzić. It's from the same root, Sanskrit root, as Buddha. Yeah? In Russian language is the same. So, to awaken means to become Buddha. So now let's talk about choices. We're talking about making choice. We are born into this world. Did you make a choice to be born?
I don't remember.
So you didn't.
I don't know. I don't remember what I ate last week, so that doesn't mean that I didn't eat.
You have a point there. But if you think you possibly made a choice to be born, then you should be able to make the choice to die.
I don't have any choice to die.
You don't have the choice,
no.
Correct. Then how can you have choice to be born?
To reborn?
To be
Or
born.
to be born?
To be born.
I don't know.
Yeah, so no choice. We come to this world not by our choice. We die also not by our choice. So we come without choice, we go without choice, but people think that in between they have choice. And this is very funny. But actually have no choice. It's like a computer program. Yeah. We appear, computer program runs out, exit. Okay.
Control Alt Delete.
Control it.
So, but actually we do have a choice. Only one choice. Yeah. In this moment, just in this moment, you can choose to wake up. Everybody has this choice. Yeah. If you choose to wake up in this moment, then you truly become alive. But if in this moment you are dwelling on your past, you're thinking about future, you're thinking about the present, then you're not fully awake to what's happening just in this moment. Means you have no choice. You just following your karma program. Yeah? Cannot get out of this. So the point of our practice is to stop this program just for one moment, okay? Then wake up. Then whatever's happening this moment, whether it's good or bad, pleasant, unpleasant, doesn't matter. Fully experience it. That's really alive. Otherwise, we are just like, we call it zombie.
Yes.
Walking, we walking, looks like we're alive, but not really alive. So you actually have a choice.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
My ability
Mm-hmm.
to stop right here and to look in the here and now, as you said, it is also because of a good karma that I accumulated. That I can know that there is this moment, because most of the people that don't know about this moment. Most of the people are not practicing. So I have a good karma to sit near a teacher, to sit in a golden path. This is also a karma, right?
Yeah, this is our karma together. But having this karma doesn't guarantee you that you'll make this choice to wake up.
That's right.
That is your choice, which you have this moment. So, yeah. So I have a little story I want to tell about this. Many years ago, when I was living in United States, I was staying that time in Providence Zen Center in a little state called Rhode Island. One day, in newspaper story appeared about a dog race in Florida. In this dog race, there was a dog, as you see, as I tell the story, quite appropriately named Claire Mary. So everybody, I guess, is familiar with dog racing.
Not really in Israel.
Well, basically, you have a rail going around the field, and to this rail is attached an arm, and to this arm is attached a rabbit, artificial rabbit. Yeah. They actually scent it with the rabbit perfume, yeah. So it smells like real rabbit. And then this arm is motorized, so it can run around the track. and there's a control booth, and somebody sits in this control booth and can adjust the speed. And the dogs are in cages. Somebody shoots a gun, then all the cages open same time, and the dog's job is to catch this rabbit. But of course, somebody's controlling the speed, keeping the rabbit just ahead of the leading dog. Yeah, so they can never catch this rabbit. And then the dogs run around the track, and there's an end at some point, and some dog is first, some dog is last, and people bet money. And if you bet correctly, you make a lot of money, and mostly you lose money, but you have fun, so everybody's happy. This is dog racing, as I understand it. So this race started very normally. Somebody gave signal, the cages opened, the dogs ran out chasing after this rabbit, which was moving ahead of the leading dog. Then all of a sudden one dog, this Claire Mary, stopped. So she looked at the dogs ahead of her, she looked at this rabbit, she looked all around this field. Then she jumped the rail, ran across the other side, jumped the rail and caught the rabbit. So they had to stop the race, refund people all their money. So this was the story. So this is a wonderful story, yeah. This is a really great dog, dog Zen master. Because this dog stopped. You know, these dogs, their job is to catch a rabbit, so most of them only see this rabbit that they want. So they cannot see actually what's going on. Human beings are even worse, because human beings don't usually just chase one rabbit. Human beings have many rabbits they chase at once. Yeah? Good job, money, love, sex, good food, and many rabbits have good time. Yeah? Then sometimes even in opposite directions. Yeah? Also want enlightenment and want money. Yeah. So they see the rabbits, they also cannot see what's going on, truly what's going on around. Yeah. So practicing, or what I called waking up, means just to stop. Just to stop. You stop, then your vision broadens. Yeah? You can see in a very wide way what's going on. Then it's possible to make a better life, more correct life. Yeah? So you are correct. You know, you have certain abilities, and that's your good merit that you acquired from your previous actions, or maybe your previous practice, etc. But still, if you don't make use of this merit in a correct way, then it's all for nothing. Yeah? So it doesn't guarantee you anything. So that's why I say you have a choice. And this choice is something that appears in the moment.
So you say the choice to wake up is not ruled by karma?
No, I'm saying the choice to wake up transcends the karma.
But if it also ruled by karma, how can we... איך אנחנו יכולים באמת לשלוט בזה?
Because this moment you can decide. Don't check your karma, okay? What is our karma? We don't know. So you don't have to think about karma. Just decide. If you want to wake up, then wake up. Do it. You know, when I was young, going to university, I was also interested in art. So I was painting, and my school, Brown University, was next to quite well-known art school, Rhode Island School of Design. And they had some exchange program. So I could take courses for credit at Rhode Island School of Design, and also their students could take courses at Brown University. So I went and took a studio painting course at this art school. And my teacher was a quite well-known New York artist, Richard Merkin. So this class was actually a studio. There was a podium, and always there were some models on the podium. But one day I came to the class. I had a canvas prepared, was all gessoed, all ready to paint on, and I really had no idea what to paint. You know, there were two models I remember at that time, but I wasn't interested in painting the figure, human figure. So I was just standing there. I was looking at other people. Everybody was working very hard, doing things, and Professor Merkin was walking around and helping people, and eventually he came to me. So he came to me, he looked, he saw there's nothing on the canvas. I'm just standing there. He said, "Jacob, what are you doing?" So I'm saying, "Well, I don't know what to paint. I'm waiting for some inspiration. Yeah? I'm waiting for some good karma to appear that will allow me to paint." Yeah? So he said, inspiration, I will show you inspiration. Then he said to me, "Pick up the brush." So I took the brush. He said, "Dip it." So I dipped it in paint. And then he said, "Now paint!" So good painting appeared. Yeah. That's inspiration. So don't check your karma. More questions?
You can practice and make your consciousness wider, but the Zen dog made the quantic jump. If I understand, the Dharma is very logical. It's almost mechanical, as you said. But maybe the Zen is something else. Maybe it's not rational, it's more intuitive, but you can't learn or you can't study something intuition. You have it or you don't have it.
Well, you say that you can't, but somebody says you can. So which one is correct? Actually, if you only rely on your intellect, then of course your intuition cannot grow up. But if you don't rely on your intellect, then your intuition will grow. Everybody has it. It's nothing unique or special to some people who are born with it. Everybody's born with it. That's part of our human nature. So everybody here has this ability. Yeah? But any ability is useless unless it's developed. Yeah? So that's why we have this thing we call practice. Yeah? Practice means there's something you cannot do, you're not able to do, but you try it anyway. And at first you cannot do it, but you do it, try again, and then eventually you can do it. Yeah? Whether it's swimming, playing piano, or whatever, if you try, then you can do it. Then once you can do it, You continue to try, and you can do it better and better and better. Finally, you are master. Yeah. So, same with intuition. Try, then your intuition will grow, will start to function in your life more and more, and this quantum leap will be, that's part also, that's part of your human treasure. Scientists say that we're only using a small percentage of our brain. So why the rest of it just has to die unused? Yeah. But people who practice meditation, again, this is according to scientists, people who practice meditation are using parts of the brain that normally are dormant in most people. Yeah. So why not? It's not only Zen teachers or Buddhists who say that our greatest treasure is our mind. And many people understand that. Yeah. In all traditions. So why not take care of this treasure? Any other question?
After becoming awake, is there a fear of losing the sense of awakeness? Is there a thing called attachment to being aware?
Attachment to being aware?
Attachment to that feeling, to that sense.
Yeah, if you're attached to anything, then have a problem. Yeah. If you're attached to enlightenment, also have problem. Mm-hmm. That's why I said at the beginning, our practicing means not for us. So even you get enlightenment, that's not for you. Then you have some clarity in your life, that's something to be used to help others. Okay? So if you attach to something, then cannot help others, cannot use it. Yeah? Some people say, oh, I've met with this in Zen Center, yeah? I cannot sit next to this person because I'm losing my energy. This person is draining my energy. Yeah? So, is that really true? Okay, then give up all your energy. Why hold energy? I don't know what is this energy they're talking about, but why hold it, whatever it is?
Can you expand about the method of koan? Can you speak about that?
Yeah, koan is not special. How are you?
Good.
That was koan. Good answer. So koan is not special. That's our any situation that asks for some kind of completion or correction, that's already koan. So if you look at traditional kongans, that's all it is. I've read in Zen books, some Zen books say kongans are something beyond logic. Yeah, that's not true, not correct. It's not something beyond logic, actually very logical. Yeah. Just I asked you, how are you? There's nothing illogical there. Yeah, you said fine. Yeah. So two kinds of kongans. One, like I said, some situation requires completion. Example, hello. Yeah, very good. A kongan.
This is the first koan I've solved.
I'm sure you saw many. You just didn't think of it as kongan.
You just rescue my ego.
And then some kongans are some situations where there's some error, some mistake. So the challenge is to make it correct. Yeah. So that's it. So I have a question for everybody actually. This is kongan. Why do you eat every day?
I have a Polish mother. I don't have any choice.
Yeah. But even with Polish mother, of course you have choice.
Not with mine.
Of course you have choice. If you're not attached to living, you have choice. I had Polish mother too.
So we both know about dukkha.
So why do you eat every day? Let me explain, okay? If you eat good food, healthy food, then maybe you live long life, barring any accidents or something special. You live a long life, but finally you die. So the end result of eating good food is you die. If you eat bad food, then you live not so long, die. So
But at least you enjoy.
the bad result of eating bad food, and result is you die. Yeah? If you don't eat at all, then soon you die. Yeah? So end result, the bottom line, as we say, is you die. So maybe better you don't eat. Then very quickly you die, then you win. Yeah, you get quickly to the bottom line.
Shortcut.
In business, very important. Yeah, bottom line is the most important.
Then you reborn again. And then suffer again.
This we don't know. Yeah, don't think about it. Don't eat, then soon bottom line. So why eat every day?
Because of the hunger.
Hunger, then it's like animal. Yeah? Animal hungry, then eats.
We enjoy it.
Enjoy, that means only for your tongue. Yeah? But even you enjoy, then you die. So this enjoyment is the path to death.
It's better to do it in enjoy way than in starving.
But from what you say, the way you say, it sounds as if the purpose is to get to the end, to die. Maybe this is not the purpose. Maybe the purpose is the way, how we get to the end. We want to enjoy, we want to do it.
Well, so I'm asking, why do you eat every day?
To enjoy. But the way I enjoy is because of my tongue and because of my hunger, is because of my health. A lot of things combine my joy, my happiness.
Yeah, so you'll be happy for a while and then you die.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
To die? to be happy, to die happy.
To die happy? You think you die happy?
I don't know. Maybe in a few years, I'll let you know.
I was in hospital once. I spent 2 months there, quite sick. But that's not important. The important thing is I had a roommate at one point. There was a man, and so first I was alone in the room, then one day this man appeared, and that at night a very beautiful woman came to visit him. So then she left. They were clearly very close, and she was very concerned about him. Then she left, and that's nothing unusual, but the next night, a different, also very beautiful woman. So then I became curious.
The 3 daughters of Mara.
So she left. After this second woman left, I talked to him, first time actually. So I asked him, why are you here? Then I heard he has cancer, and it's already terminal. You know, it's all over his body. He's basically dying. Yeah. Then I asked him, who are these beautiful women coming to visit you? Then he said, oh, yesterday, the woman who came yesterday, that was my wife. And the woman who came to see me tonight, that was my ex-wife. Yeah, he said they are good friends, and actually I have children. And yesterday my ex-wife was watching the children, so my wife could come and visit me. You know? So I said, you have children? Do you have photos? Then he showed me photos, and beautiful children also. Then I talked to him more. He was a businessman, quite successful, lots of money, and he's done many things in his life. Also ate a lot of good food. Yeah, did many happy things. So I asked him, well, you know, you've had these beautiful women, you have beautiful children, you led a very interesting life, and you were quite well off, had a good life, yeah, materially very good life, but soon you will die. So what's the meaning of all these things for you now? You know what he answered? He said, nothing, no meaning. No meaning. 2 days later, he died. Smile, everybody.
But I have a question. We started this meeting when Alon explained us that our aim is to get rid of the suffer. In my words, to become happier.
Yeah.
So when we define that this is the goal of our meeting here, maybe of Buddhism or whatever. And now we sit here, and from what you said that happiness is nothing.
So let me ask you, what is happiness?
It's a feeling.
Feeling?
Yeah.
Then you don't understand happiness. Happiness is not a feeling. Your feelings change moment by moment. All the time changing. That's no happiness. True happiness doesn't depend on your feeling. Yeah? For example, today you have good situation, maybe good wife, good girlfriend, so you feel happy. Yeah? But in this life, everything's always changing. So he talked before about different kinds of suffering. One kind of suffering means losing something that you like, that you want. Yeah? So all of us lose it, whether it's your health or some close person or whatever, you will lose it. And then what happens to your happiness?
We lose it. Or
Yeah, correct. So that's not true happiness. This kind of happiness already has roots of suffering because dependent on something. Dependent on your feeling, on having something nice, on some good situation. That's not true happiness. So Buddhist practice, yeah, it's about happiness, but not that kind of happiness. Okay. So I have one story about happiness, and maybe after that we have time for maybe one more question or two more. So this is another article I read from a newspaper. Also, this was some years ago in the United States. There was a young journalist, American journalist, who went to Canada to a talk, like this talk, except much bigger. There was some master coming from India. So he went to this master's talk, and after the talk he somehow managed to get into the dressing room where he had a chance to interview this master, Indian master. So he said to this master, you know, I followed your career for some years now. I've been to your talks in India a couple times. I've been to your talk in the States, and now tonight here in Canada. And one thing really has struck me, every time I see you, even though you are now an old man, and I know that your body has many problems, you're not very well. But every time I see you, whether it's in India or America or here in Canada, you have so much joy, so much happiness in you. So much of this very wonderful energy. How do you do it? So this Indian master told him, you know, when I was your age, I was always running after happiness. The problem was, no matter how fast I ran, happiness was always running faster than me, always ahead of me. So I could never catch it. Then I met my teacher and I changed my life, started practicing, and as part of my practice, I started to run away from happiness. And now I simply have a problem. Because no matter how fast I run, happiness is always catching up to me. So, okay, you have a question.
To your question, maybe something inside me, in my body or whatever, knows about the potential of love and happiness, and force me to look after it and search after it. It's like a hope inside for something that I have to discover, then I have to eat.
So what's your question?
I thought I was giving an answer to your question about why I eat every day.
Why you eat every day? Okay. Yeah, you know, actually, you can give many kinds of answers to this question. None of them are bad answers, but there is a point I'm trying to make. This question is not just about food. If you really understand this question, I could ask also, why do you live? Why do you bother to live? What's it for? What's the purpose of your life? Yeah. Let's say you get this happiness you were talking about, then what do you do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe to help others to reach it.
Okay. Then that's not nothing. That's something. Yeah. Okay. So, any other? Maybe one more. Yeah.
When I'm practicing, how do I know that I'm on the right way? So,
Don't check yourself. Okay. Just try. Do it. Don't check right way, wrong way. Okay. If you're checking, then already wrong way. You know, man went to the desert. Then somebody showed him the way. You have to go in this direction. Yeah. So he believed this and it made sense. So he went in this direction. There should be oases there in this direction. So he goes. So first day, very strong, going along. Then finally stops to rest, looks around, only sand dunes. Same as starting point, nothing different. Yeah. Everywhere just sand dunes. Okay, rests. Next day still has energy, walking in this direction. But only a few hours passed. Sun is very strong. It's tiring. Looks around. Same as starting point. Only sand dunes. Where's the oasis? Yeah. Walks a little more. Again looks around. Maybe this is not the right way. Yeah. Maybe wrong way. Where's the oasis? No oasis, yeah. Then this continues more and more, finally gives up, goes back. Yeah. But just after next sand dune, there's oasis there. Yeah. It's a little bit like that. It can be, okay? So be careful, don't check.
But still we use teachers to guide us, right?
Yeah, but your true teacher is always in front of you. This kind of teacher is the worst kind of teacher.
Is that what?
Huh?
Is that what is doing?
In front of you.
Inside you mean? Inside?
Not inside, I'm saying your true teacher is always in front of you.
What do you mean?
You know, this goes not only for Buddhism, but for anything. Teacher is not so important, okay? Student is very important. If you are a good student, yeah, let's put it this way, if you are a bad student, then even if Buddha came to teach you, you cannot learn anything, okay? But if you are a good student, even demon comes to teach you, you get enlightenment. Okay? Mm-hmm. So teacher not important, you are important, every one of you.
But still, if a student comes to you and say, whenever I sit to practice Zazen, all I see is chocolate ice cream.
Yeah.
So you don't say to him, oh, very good, very good. Keep on practicing. You say, okay, let's try something else, right?
Yeah, try coffee ice cream.
So still you need to check check yourself in your practice, right? Kind of, you know, if you're just for 20 minutes thinking about food for 1 year, oh, ice cream, oh, very good ice cream. You know, there is this, you need to say to yourself, oh, okay, have a fantasy on food is not the right meditation.
You don't need a teacher for that. Okay. What do you need a teacher for? If you have a fantasy, you attach to your fantasy, just stop fantasizing, that's all.
But no, some people not really know all this stuff, you know, not about ice cream, but sometimes people get attached for their ego and get attached to, oh, I'm going to be enlightened, oh, very good, you know, like having very proud about their practicing, and sometimes they need a teacher.
We make use of everybody, including teachers. Yeah. But what I'm saying is you don't have to be so hung up on the idea of teacher or guru or somebody special, because the teacher is not responsible for your life, not responsible for your practice also. You are responsible. It's your life, it's your practice. Also, most important is your dharma, not the teacher's dharma. Your enlightenment, not the teacher's enlightenment. So, Zen practicing means become independent. Don't depend on Buddha, don't depend on eminent teachers, don't depend on anything. So I'll give you an example. This is really Zen style. Yeah. Manggong Zen master in Korea. He was the teacher of Bong, who was the teacher of my teacher, Sung San. So Manggong Zen master, when he was a young monk, was at the temple in Korea during a retreat that time, a 3-month retreat. This is traditionally done in Korea every summer and every winter. They have a 3-month intensive practice in many temples. So he was at one such temple, and while the monks were sitting, he was working in the kitchen preparing rice soup. They call it juk, kind of rice porridge. So big pot, and it's full of water and rice, and there's a lot of steam, and it's hard work. You have to stir it all the time so it doesn't burn. Yeah. So he was working, stirring with a huge spoon. Then that time in the steam, Bodhisattva appeared. Yeah. So this figure, very beautifully dressed, appeared, kind of levitating in the steam. Yeah. Then said to him, you are a great monk. Then he took the spoon out of the pot and he shouted, "Don't dirty the monk's soup!" and hit it. Yeah, so even Buddha comes to you. Okay. So that means become independent. Yeah. So I will say in closing a few words about Zen practice. What does it mean, Zen meditation? Actually, Zen or Buddhism has a twofold purpose. This twofold purpose means to understand my true self. So sometimes we call it enlightenment or true nature, many names for it, yeah? So to understand this and to help others. So first step, to understand my true self. That means to have a question, a great question. What am I? Yeah? What am I? So everybody, if you ask yourself right now, very sincerely, what am I? Then what appears for you? If I ask you, what are you?
I don't know.
Don't know. So most people are like that. If ask very sincerely, then no idea. Yeah. So we call it don't know. So if you return to this don't know moment by moment, that's actually our Zen practice. Yeah. So at first this don't know may be very small. Yeah. But if you keep on practicing, then slowly, slowly this don't know will begin to grow, become bigger, 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 bigger. Then your thinking, your desires, your ignorance all become less, smaller, smaller, smaller. Yeah, but continue practicing this way. Continue using this big question, what am I, to return to don't know. Then it will continue to get bigger, 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 until one day become infinite in time, infinite in space. And then in that moment for you a big aha can appear. So before you die, one time, this aha is very important. Okay? So I hope everybody try this. Try this. When you go home, every day you can try. You don't have to sit in any special way like I'm sitting now. You can sit in a chair. You can be lying down. Any body posture is no problem. Just very sincerely look deep inside yourself. What am I? Then don't know. Yeah. So someday, I hope everybody attain this don't know. Then make good use of it and help many others. Thank you for coming tonight. I hope next time we meet will be not only to talk about this don't know, but to practice don't know together. So, לילה טוב.
תודה רבה.
חכו שנייה.
בבקשה.
רוצה לדבר גם, תגיד שיש קופסת דנה.
ערב טוב, אני גל, אני מתרגל במסגרת הקואנום. רציתי בשתי מילים לספר לכם על הבית ספר. אנחנו קיימים בארץ למעלה מ10 שנים. אנחנו בעצם מהווים 4 קבוצות, אחת בחולון, אחת ברמת גן, פרדס חנה ועוד השרון, וקבוצה נוספת שמתארגנת כרגע בחיפה. ואנחנו בעצם מתרגלים במרכזים האלו בימים שונים, חלק בערב, חלק בבוקר. זאת אומרת, למי שרוצה להגיע ולהתנסות, יכול גם להגיע ולהתאים את זה לזמנים שלו ולמקום, למיקום שמתאים לו. את המורים שמגיעים מחו"ל, יש לנו הרבה מורים בבית הספר באירופה ובארצות הברית ובקוריאה, אנחנו מביאים לארץ בין 4 ל-6 פעמים בשנה, כאשר אנחנו מבססים את זה על פעילויות כאלה, בין השאר. אחת הפעילויות הקרובות למי שירצה להתנסות ולהשתתף, הם בעצם מחר בחיפה, וביום חמישי עד שבת אנחנו עושים ריטריט בנצרת, סדנה. במהלך הסדנה אנחנו נתרגל, הכי פשוט לי להסביר למה זה קרוב, זה כמו ויפאסנה, רק של 3 ימים. 10 ימים, זה בשתיקה, וזה תרגול בפועל, בלי הרבה שיחות, בלי הרבה הסברים, התנסות בפועל. יהיו גם הזדמנויות לתרגל רעיונות אישיים עם המורה, מה שנקרא רעיונות כהנים. זה רעיונות שבהם יש לכם אפשרות לשאול, זמן מאוד אינטימי עם המורה, שאפשר לשאול כל שאלה שאתם רוצים, ובסוף גם אתם מקבלים שאלה. אתם נותנים גם תשובה טובה, אז אתם מקבלים שאלה נוספת. אז זה הביקור של זן מאסטר ובונג, אבל מגיעים גם מורים נוספים, אתם יכולים להתעדכן. אז שני דברים רק לסיום, את כל הפעילות הזאת של הבאת המורים אנחנו מאפשרים באמצעות נדיבות הלב של אנשים אחרים ומשתתפים בקבוצות האלה. אז אם אתם מעוניינים ויש לכם אפשרות, אתם מוזמנים גם לשים מה שמרגיש לכם נכון. בנוסף...
יש פה קופסת דנה, קופסת תרומה.
קופסה, רשום עליה דנה. בנוסף יש כאן דף שעליו אפשר לרשום את רשימת המיילים שלכם, סליחה, את המיילים שלכם בתוך רשימה, ובפעילויות נוספות שהתקיימו כאן אנחנו בעצם נעדכן אתכם. אז זהו, תודה רבה שהגעתם.
תודה לכם.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.